Hmm. So the lessons that I've learned today, being that this is my inner monologue, and seeing as how I'm known for talking to myself a lot anyway, I might as well do it on camera. Um, the hamster wheel. That's what's stuck in my head right now. How to get off the hamster wheel. How to do what it is that I do best to make a difference in the world, but then also not let anyone else determine what the value of my time is in doing what I do best and making a difference in people's lives. How can I control what I get paid? How can I determine when, what time of day, or what location in which I do my work? I'm not a real early riser. I don't do my best work at 7 a.m. I like to tell people that I get better as the day wanes. So my hour of genius, my brilliance, settles in later in the day. So how in the world can I make sure that what it is that I do best, my strengths, as at least in my mind is best defined by Marcus Buckingham, how can I play to my strengths in a location, during a time of day, toward a purpose that is all specific to me, what fuels me, what feeds me, but then what also adds value to the people that I'm serving, the people that I'm assisting, those that I'm striving to make a difference for. That's the question that's weighing heavier and heavier on my mind these days. There was a time in my life where I guess I settled. I had agreed and contracted with myself to settle, to be satisfied. This was the best that I was going to do. This was the best that I was going to have. I don't really need any more than what I've got right here. Who needs all that stuff that they have to worry about or clean or insure or what have you? Why in the world do you need so much space? Because that's just a whole bunch of space you're not going to use. I don't need a fancy car. I just need something to get myself around from point A to point B, right? I know many other people have said that too. What other platitudes have I given myself? Oh gosh. I mean, there's so many. But then, the dreams that I had at one point kind of had to take a back seat for a while so that I could put others first. And now that I'm able and I have the time to do more cultivating of myself, now that I have more time to do some other things for some other people, nurturing my network, if you will, now that I have time to continue my own education, and now that I have folks in my life who actually support my having dreams and goals, I now find myself in a place of unrest, of daily discontent. Which is funny because when you've settled, you're not really stressed about a lot as long as you're able to make ends meet and you're not having to pinch every single penny. You don't stress about a lot. And I'm not a natural stressor. I don't stress about much anyway. I kind of like to think of myself as, a duck in a pond in the rain. I just kind of let things roll off my back a lot. Being that professionally, what it is that I do makes me a change agent, I think I adjust pretty well to change. A lot of times I have to, and most of the time I'm spending either facilitating change or helping other people to adjust and accept change. Never really was much of a stressor. But now that the fuel, the fire, the flame has been rekindled, I guess, to want more, to want to do more, to want to see more places, go more places. Go and see places I've been dreaming about my entire life, and I haven't even done it yet. For whatever reason, be it career or kids, didn't have the means, didn't have the time, didn't take the time, didn't feel like I could take the time, all those different things. Now that I have, now that spark has sort of been reignited, now I've got that little bit of stress every day because of the discontent. I'm not where I want to be. I know there's more in this life for me. I haven't yet fulfilled the purpose for which I know I'm here. I'm not in the position I want to be in to be able to have the impact that I want to have. And yeah, there are those places that I would like to see before I'm out of here. There are some things that I'd like to do that have been on a bucket list for a long time, and I'd like to get around to doing some of those things. I know that I am not getting paid what I'm worth, and I know that I'm a bit of a unicorn with a very unique combination of skills and talents that usually make me the odd bird, the go-to bird in a lot of places where I've been. And that is a lot more of a commodity than those who would compensate me have been willing to recognize. And so I'm really kind of getting tired of being on that hamster wheel. So I'm trying to seek ways to be able to create my own hamster wheel that works for me, that allows me to do more of the things that I'd like to have, to do more of the things I'd like to do, to have more of the things I'd like to have, to go more of the places that I would like to go, see more of the things that I'd like to see, and certainly have more of the impact I believe I've been placed here to have, and becoming closer and closer to that thing that I'm supposed to become, that best me that I'm supposed to become. Now, I'm very grateful for all of my life's experience up until this point. I've come through a lot of things. I've been told that I carry myself in such a way that folks don't really, or they really can't tell what I've been through. But I've been through it, and I've come out the other side. And I'll tell some other stories on this channel about the things that I've been through and how I believe I've been able to come through it. What gets me through every day, what helps me stay focused every day, what fuels my passions on a day-to-day basis, the things that bring the most satisfaction in my life, and some of the secrets, what I call my own trade secrets that help me keep my edge. I hope to share some of those things in this channel and another professional channel that I'll be launching pretty soon. But that's kind of where I'm at today. That's where I'm at right now. I think these inner monologues will become better as I go along. But I know one of the things that I recognize about myself is that it's tough getting started, especially when for me, I've come from very traditional backgrounds, which is very odd because with what it is that I do and how I operate, I skew kind of on the millennial side, and I am a change agent. So you would think that doing something new, something very different, would come a lot easier for me. But embracing this expose type format, it's going to be an interesting adventure for me. But I'm anxious to see where it takes me. I'm certainly anxious to see what reaction there is to this. I look forward to reading any of the comments that you all leave, asking any of the questions, and really kind of digging into some dialogue. There's nothing more powerful sometimes than the sharing of a personal story, whether it be a success or a failure. And so, in the future, I'll be sharing successes and failures and lessons learned. So thank you for being on the inside with this inner monologue.